Welcome everybody. My name's Jose Chavez from Ready to Rank, and with me today I've got Alison Evans from Pinpoint Local, and together we've created this podcast called the Local SEO Lab, helping businesses in the local area leverage their Google business profiles to generate more leads and more revenue for their businesses. Alison, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. It's a pleasure having you here each week. Can you give us a quick introduction as to who you are and what your business is for those who haven't attended before?
Yeah, okay. So Pinpoint Local, we obviously specialize in local SEO and Google Business Profile specialists. So if you've got any problems with suspensions or reviews not going through, all those sort of things, we certainly give help. But we actually manage and optimize Google Business Profiles for local businesses. And we offer a free video audit, which I do myself personally. So there'll be a QR code link below. Just put about 3 fields in the form and you'll get a video within 48 hours, hopefully. And I'll just tips and hints on your Google Business Profile and how you can make it work for you better than what it is.
Awesome. So for those who do not have a Google Business Profile, it's pretty much the easiest way for your local business to generate leads at pretty much no cost, no investment necessary. It's a product that Google has. That allows you to update your business profile with your business details, add products, add posts, so many different things that you can do with your business profile. And this is what this channel is all about, is how you can leverage it and how you can make the most of it. And today we're going to talk about a feature or a listing type that I am not even that familiar with, which is a practitioner listing. Do you want to
Yes.
just explain
I mean, people don't
what
even
this is?
realize that there are two different types of Google business profiles. There's a standard one, which is about the business. So that's the business
Yeah,
name and either the location or the service areas that you do the business in. But there
yeah,
is another type of business which is restricted to certain types of business owners, practitioners, that it's in their personal name and not the
yeah.
business name. So there's quite strict criteria Google has given for people who can have a practitioner Google business profile listing. So the idea is, like, everyone knows of a medical center where there may be specialist doctors that consult on certain days of the week, and then other certain days of the week they consult at a different location or in a different hospital or something like that. So that practitioner can have their own listing with those different locations that they consult under, as opposed to the medical center, which has their listing, their Google Business Profile listing, which is the center and that location. So if you can sort of envisage that if you're Googling an actual practitioner, you want that doctor or that accountant or that lawyer, you can pull up their practitioner listing and that shows where they consult at all the different locations as opposed
Mm.
to the actual center. So does that make sense? I mean, I think it's really practical for consultants and practitioners that have different locations that they operate out of.
Yeah, I guess the confusion comes where, what benefit is it? Who does it benefit more? The practitioner, the practice? It's like,
Yes.
why is it like that as well?
If I was practitioner, I would definitely have a practitioner listing
Yeah.
because you're dependent upon the location to monitor your Google reviews, and they're promoting the business location, not yourself. If you're the actual location, the actual business, I mean, it does become fraught if all your practitioners have got their own listings, and if they leave your medical center or your firm or whatever like that, may have a practitioner listing which is sort of hanging around, which isn't
Mm.
relevant anymore, and you've got no control over it. So if I was managing the practice, I wouldn't necessarily encourage practitioners to have their own listings just because it's
Yeah.
easier. But if I was a practitioner, I would definitely have the listing because you can get the Google reviews for your own listing as
Yeah.
opposed to Google reviews going to the location and they may be praising, a lawyer or an accountant or a physician for whatever, and the practice is getting that Google review and not you as the individual practitioner.
Mm.
And you can also rank for extra keywords, which
Yeah.
is perfect. So an example would be a dentist. Now, the practice would have the Google business profile, dental clinic is usually, or may even be dentist if there's one of them, but usually if there's several dentists, it'll be a dental clinic. If I was definitely if I was the owner of the dental clinic, I would have a practitioner listing under doctor whatever, dentist, and I would have the category as either orthopedics, or not orthopedic, pediatrics, Invisalign, teeth whitening. There's about 10 different categories you can have under dentist. So I'll choose a different category to the practice so that
Yeah.
both have got a chance to rank for different keywords. And that's
Mm.
gold,
Yeah.
taking up Google real estate. So
Yeah.
does that make sense? So when,
Yeah.
yeah. So, I mean, the criteria for being allowed a practitioner listing is you have to be public facing. That means so you can't be a staff member or support member or admin. You have to be the person that directly sees the public. So obviously, if you're in a store or restaurant or retail or something, it can be all sorts of employees that are seeing them. It doesn't have to be a particular employee. So with the practitioner listing, you are the one seeing the consumer, and they often know you by name. Actually, Google actually says this that people search for you for your name. So it's Dr. Smith because they're looking for a
Mm.
dentist or an orthopedic surgeon, or they're looking for an accountant that they know as specializes in small business accountancy, and they're searching for them by name because they deal directly with the consumer themselves as a person, as a practitioner.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, um, the other thing is criteria. Google expects the practitioner to have their own schedule of fees, which may be separate from a practice. So, they may have their own consultancy fees, which is personal to them. They've set the fees themselves as opposed to someone else. Um, and they have varying schedules. That means they may they may be at one location, but they could be at several different locations on several different dates and times and things like that. So, and you can set that
Mm.
up within the Google Business Profile practitioner listing of the different locations that you operate out of.
Wow, that's awesome. I've personally never come across this listing before, so
Yep.
it's really exciting to learn about it. And this is actually what happened to me last week is I came across an accountant, and what she wanted to do was she wanted to rank for her personal brand, so her name,
Yes. Perfect.
and she didn't want the full SEO services. So I was
Mm.
actually stuck
Because you hadn't
not
heard of,
knowing.
yes, not knowing
Yeah,
that she could actually have, that's
not
exactly
knowing.
what she wants. It's her brand. That's
Yeah.
exactly right.
A-
And
and this is perfect.
yes,
This is perfect for this candidate. Is just
that's right. And
this is
she
what they
could
need to
work
do.
at different accountancy firms throughout her career.
Hmm.
And so her branded practitioner listing, though, is always there because that's her. So,
Yeah. And she
and
was the owner as well. So she's the owner of the
ah,
practice.
perfect, perfect. Yes,
And she had two locations.
yes.
And
So,
she wanted two locations.
and practitioner
What?
listing as
Yeah,
well.
and she wanted to be the one. She wanted her name to come up on the Google search results. And I
Yep.
wish I had you by my side in that meeting because it would
Yep.
have been gone bang. This is what you need to do.
That's right. And it's really important that the primary category, which we've spoken about before, which is critical for ranking a Google business profile, whether it's the location or practitioner listing, that they are different from each other, or else you're going to ghost out your own listings, and that defeats the whole purpose. So, I mean, an example where it doesn't work is like an osteopath which they wanted their own practitioner listing because they operated at different osteopaths. But there's no other category in osteopath except osteopath. There's
Yeah.
nothing else. And so they were too close to the practice and they would end up ghosting out the practice because they both got the same category.
Mm.
But with an accountant, and they could be accountancy firm, I forget all the different categories you can have with under accountancy. But yeah, she could have different primary categories and then secondary categories as well, which Google
Yeah.
allows up to 10. So 9, 10 in total. So there's
Yeah.
a whole variety of keywords.
Yeah. That's double the impact.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's double the impact and it really does take up real estate on Google. And the practitioners who can have a practitioner listing can be quite surprising. So just go through some of them. Obviously, lawyers, doctors,
Yes.
classic accountants, financial planners,
Yep.
insurance agents, mortgage brokers. This is straight from Google.
Mm.
Music instructors, because I
Oh.
presume that they could work out of a music school
Yep.
and also individually as a practitioner
Yeah.
themselves. They could have their own place.
Yeah.
Real estate agents can have their own practitioner listing as a real estate agent, and the location could be real estate agency. So,
Mm.
personal trainers, once again, they could operate at different gyms or different studios, but they might
Yep.
want to have their own because obviously consumers would want to work with that particular personal trainer.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's one of the criteria of having your practitioner listing. Tattoo artists,
Yeah. That's crazy.
same thing.
All these categories, I personally think practitioner listing is something that's medical related or something like
Yeah,
that. But you
yeah.
don't think tattooist or,
Hairstylist is the other one.
hairstylist. Yeah, like
Yeah.
it opens up so many opportunities for people who are hiring a chair in a salon that want to
Yes.
make a name for themselves.
Yes. And that happens often. I think a lot of suburban salons, they rent out their chairs
Yeah,
during the week and they may rent out on one day, Tuesday, to a particular hairstylist, and she
yeah,
might have another chair in another location on another
yeah,
day of the week.
yeah,
So, and I don't know about you, Jose, but I want to go to the actual hairstylist. It's not the actual salon that I'm
yeah,
actually,
yeah,
unless you just want it near you, you just want something quick and you don't care, or you know the owner or something. But often I do follow, and I know many people follow a hairstylist
yeah,
across different locations and different salons because it's the hairstylist that they actually want as the practitioner, not the
yeah,
actual salon. So
yeah, that's right.
having their Google business profile, and what I also think is getting reviews for yourself,
Yeah,
your personal brand, your as a practitioner
yeah,
is gold.
yeah.
Especially if there's every chance that you may move on to other
Well,
locations. You
that's it. People, I mean, not everyone has the goal of opening up their own business, but if you do and you're wanting to prepare yourself for the best platform moving forward, having your own practitioner listing and then building that reputation online is just the perfect foundations from when you actually go into your own venue.
Yep, your own personal brand.
Yeah.
And I would, if anyone has a practitioner listing, and one of our clients that do, we always promote them to get those Google reviews for themselves. And it's for some reason it all of a sudden becomes so easy for them to
Yeah.
request Google reviews because it's going on their
Yeah.
profile, their practitioner listing, not on
Yeah.
the salon. And
Yeah.
so they can, some of our practitioners ended up getting more reviews because it's very individual based than what the
Yeah.
salon or the firm does,
Yeah.
which I mean, when they're our clients, that's what I encourage. And then another example is a mortgage broker where they have the company website and the mortgage broker, they have one page, which is, I don't know, our brokers or something like that. And on that one page, they have 10 just small, quarter size web page of a headshot and a paragraph. And they have all 10 on one page. And as we know with SEO, that's not brilliant. There's not much information, and the actual broker has got no input. into what is put. So he has a practitioner listing as a mortgage broker, which ended up ranking higher than the actual mortgage broking firm.
Wow.
So if you, we even ended up getting that ranking for mortgage broker near me, which you'd think the firm would want that keyword to show up. But we optimized the Google Business Profile and even created a very quick website, which is a bit like a Linktree website in as far as it's just on him as a mortgage broker. So
Wow.
his name. So whereas often you're dependent upon the company website to promote you, which they don't do, they're promoting the business name.
Yeah.
So this is an excellent way for you to promote your own brand. And as you can imagine, often with mortgage brokers, you're referred on by people and it's your name that
Yeah.
people are looking for. And they'll
Yeah.
go to Google and Google you, and all they can find is this one paragraph
Yeah.
on a business company page, which tells
Yeah.
them nothing. Whereas all of a sudden there's a Google business profile with 60 reviews and
Yeah.
replies and
Oh,
content and all sorts of things with a link to my own website. I mean,
the authority that that brings to you or a personal brand, it's just incredible.
that's right. And they're not aligned with that company. So
Yeah.
they can take it wherever they want. So,
Ah.
so you look, if you qualify for a practitioner listing, it's a shame we don't, Jose, because we don't. Otherwise, I would
Damn.
definitely have one, yes. Um, look, why not? Why not?
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
incredible.
yeah,
That's incredible.
yeah. Promote yourself and promote your own skills and your own specialties.
Yeah.
And
That's just amazing. It's for those people that want to get their name out there, don't have the infrastructure like their own business. It's a free investment to get your brand out there, get your name out there, get your when someone types your name into Google, you will actually show up,
yes,
and that's pretty powerful.
yep. I just thought of another client, which was obstetrician. She worked in a family obstetric centre where there were 10 to 12. They were all female obstetricians, but there was 10 or 12 of them. And then she ended up with her own obstetric because she actually specialised in difficult pregnancies. So there
Mm,
was a category there. So she could highlight that on her Google business profile rather than just depending upon the whole centre promoting her.
yeah,
So yeah, you could go on for ages as examples, but I'd seriously suggest anyone who comes over under any of those categories, if you're the owner of the business, why not? I mean, you can
yeah,
rank your business for two different keywords and build it
yeah,
up from there. And then if you're not
yeah,
the owner and you're a consultant within that location, I mean, for your own independence and your own brand, have a practitioner listing.
yeah. And branding is everything, especially with all the updates that's been happening. Google's looking at individual businesses and how they are positioned all over the internet. So, if your starting point is your Google Business Profile,
Yep.
it's an amazing start to just,
Yep.
build your brand. Awesome.
Absolutely.
That's
There
really
you
good.
go.
I'm so excited. Oh yeah, I can't wait to get back to this client and refer you to her because this is exactly what she's looking for and she needs.
Yep.
So unfortunately, I wasn't able to help her. But this is definitely a perfect referral for you.
Yep. Perfect. Yep. Two
Mm.
locations and a practitioner listing.
Yeah, yeah,
Ideal.
yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I'm excited.
And what I always say, your competition won't be doing this.
Yeah.
So why not make it you and you rank where they're not?
Yeah, that's amazing. Awesome. Well, for those businesses out there, business owners out there that want to leverage their Google business profile and not sure how to, Alison mentioned at the start of podcast that she does offer a free audit. So, Alison, do you want to quickly touch on that?
Yeah, so the free audit is all about information for you and your Google business profile. I'll start from the top, go all the way through, and all the missed opportunities and all the quick wins you can do. I'll look at your competitors and your location and give you some tips and hints and really actionable items for you to get your Google business profile working for you and you showing up for the keywords for your services.
Awesome. Fantastic. Well, thank you once again. I appreciate your time and thank you for educating me on that subject. And I look forward to talking to more businesses and educating them on how they can, you know, double down literally on keywords for their local business. So thank you once again. I appreciate it. Thank you for being part of the show. And yeah, till next time.
Yeah,
Thank
good
you.
one. Okay, cheers.
Awesome.
See you.
Cheers.
Say bye.
Bye.